Hello, have you had a stroke? Have you had as much physiotherapy as you possibly can squeeze in, and are you feeling despondent? Do you feel that there's still more that needs to be done to help you recover faster? We have the answer: Shak stroke therapy. This particular therapy has helped people in your position to recover within minutes. Thank you for staying with us. My name is John Wilson Green. I invented a stroke therapy called Shak stroke therapy. I've written a book about it, I've made a video about it, and this particular therapy I invented in 1986 for my own father, who had a massive stroke. Full left side went, and after talking to his physiotherapist for a little while, I asked her, what's the objective of bending his arms backwards and forwards and all this sort of stuff, touching fingers. And she said, well, gradually the signal will go back up the arm and reattach itself to the brain. So I said, well, why can't you just do it direct from the brain without all this? And she said, oh, that's impossible. Now, that to a man who studies the mind is like a red rag to a bull. And I needed to think outside the box, which I did. I set my mind into going into the mindset of someone who's suddenly lost all this movement, this cognitive movement, somebody who's lost the ability to even move the tongue. I was trying to get into the mindset, and I was thinking outside the box, and gradually came up with 5 different ways. And these 5 different ways, once they're implemented and you can get inside the subconscious mind, once you're in there, the subconscious mind just wants to learn how to redirect all these signals. Now, what I'd like to do is introduce you to a lady called Marion. Now, her husband phoned me and asked, after seeing my videos on YouTube, could I go around to the house and see if I could help his wife. 5 years prior, Marion had a massive stroke. It affected quite a lot of things with her. She had jaw ache, earache, a skin hurter, her leg was bent slightly, her toes were in a claw position. For 5 years she couldn't wear shoes. 5 years. Now, I went down to see Marion, and as I got to the house, Ted, her husband, said to me, I need to go and pick up my daughter. Will you be okay? So I said, yeah, fine. And the video, we'll continue with the video. I asked for permission with Marion if she doesn't mind me videoing before and after. And what you're about to see now is the conversation that Marion and myself had before and after. Now, taking into consideration Ted, her husband, didn't know anything what I'd done, had no idea about the conversations we had. So when he came back home, he saw his wife stood up with her toes open, with no jaw ache, no earache, her face had levelled up, she was standing more straight, a spasm in hand that she had, which went into a claw, had stopped. She was in full control. This was in 25 minutes. 25 minutes. So please just watch this little short video. This is Marion, and I've only ever met her 2 times, never seen her since. The first time was when I went down to the house. The second time was a 4-day follow-up just to see how she was doing. Didn't need any more things doing to her. And one of the nice things that she said to me was she can now eat with a knife and fork. She couldn't do that for 5 years. She was too embarrassed to even go out. Now they've been out since the Shak stroke therapy. So please just watch Marion. I'm talking away. Just watch Marion, and I'll come back to you in a second.
So this is my first visit.
Yeah.
And can you do me a favour? Can you just say your name?
My name is Marion Webster.
And the reason why I'm here?
The reason Johnny's here to help me with pain and hopefully a little bit of better mobility than I've got.
Great stuff. So you had a stroke, and I just move the camera down a little bit, and obviously it's affected your left hand.
Yeah. It's quite bad with spasms, that, John.
Yeah.
If I relax it, it just wants to twitch all over.
Right.
Do you like a spider on its back?
Yeah, I understand that.
So if I hold it...
And your toe on your left foot going into a close.
I'm literally walking on my toenails sometimes. I've really got to keep my toenails shut, otherwise I'm walking on my toenails. It's so painful. So,
and as you are now, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much pain are you in?
I would say 7, 8.
7 or 8?
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, thanks for allowing me to come. So, would you be okay if I put this onto my website so that other people can see you?
Yes, no problem at all.
Thank you, Marion. Alright, well I'll stop videoing now, and then we'll get cracking with the Shak therapy.
Right, John.
And we'll get you pain free.
Lovely.
The Shak therapy.
Absolutely brilliant.
Any
I'd
pain?
like you to look at my toes now.
Okay.
Now they were bent right under.
And they feel better?
Well, they look a hell of a lot better. I've got a box full of shoes I can wear now. Fantastic.
Oh, that's lovely. How's your hand doing?
That stopped.
It stopped spasming now?
Yeah.
Does that feel nice?
And I've got more control over it. You know, opening and closing it.
And you had a lot of pain, and it was also crouched a bit. Now it's straighter now.
Yeah, it's straighter, isn't it?
Yeah. And
the sciatic pain's gone.
How about your face? How does your face feel?
God, I still look like my mother, but you know, it's a lot straighter.
You had a lot of jaw ache as well, then you had pain in your jaw. Is that all gone?
No earache?
No, funnily enough, that's gone as well. But I couldn't touch the skin on my face even there.
Sensitive, yeah.
But now,
you feel good?
Yeah, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
And how long do you think it took from start to finish?
Oh, what, 20-25 minutes?
Yeah,
if that.
Well, thank you very much for allowing me to come.
You're more than welcome. It's me that's indebted to you.
Oh, don't worry about that. No, you're not. You're not indebted to anybody. I just thank you for showing other people that it works, because there's a lot of non-believers out there.
There is a life after a stroke, believe me.
Yeah,
there is.
And you're living proof. Look at you now, nice and straight.
Do you know what?
See you walk then,
my knee's going straight as well.
Because you know when she said she thinks she's got arthritis in her knees?
Yeah, yeah.
And I think it wasn't the arthritis, I think it
was... No, that leg was like that.
Right. Now it's back.
Look at it
yeah,
now.
you're balancing now. And does your walking... See, I didn't know how you walked before. Does that look any better to you, Ted?
Yeah.
It was like that.
It was further over. Just walk this way and...
Now
it's straight, yeah.
Yeah. As you are now.
Look at that.
Just can't believe it.
It's a feeling. That's it, though. That grip in my hand there. No. See, I'd do that.
Yeah.
And she'd actually really clench out, and she wouldn't know she was doing it.
Yeah.
It wasn't me though that was doing it, Ted. It was a spasm that was
The spasm,
yeah.
So now do you feel in control of yourself?
Oh, totally.
Good.
And even though I felt drowsy and tired halfway through my therapy, that was because I was relaxed, I think. But now I feel so wide awake and...
Yeah.
Some of your toes.
Oh.
Does that hurt you?
No, it don't, Ted.
Before I could touch them.
You couldn't touch that.
No, I know I couldn't. Look at that.
They're nice.
Just so supple, aren't they?
They're still a bit stiff, because like you said,
they've been out a long time, so any chance to be able to relax the
so you're going to have to maybe just keep doing that.
Oh yeah, just manipulate them.
Said just
stretch them on that little piece at the bottom,
bit.
and that's it. But the claw's gone now in them toes. It's a lot better, a lot more relaxed.
Because I used to do this, and that foot used to be over there like that.
Yeah, it did, John.
You know, like
so your whole physique has changed since I walked in from start to finish.
Yeah.
See, I mean, this is my first time I've ever met you, so I don't know who you was before, but
a miserable old guitar. But one can only take so much pain.
Yeah.
You know, Ted tries to be understanding, and he did understand.
Can you describe your pain, what it was in?
Oh, excruciating.
When I came to see you half an hour ago, how was the pain?
Well, like I said, Ted had been fishing, so I had the day to myself, and I thought, right, I'm not going to sit here and just do now. I'm going to go in kitchen and I've made a bacon and egg pie for tea, and I've made a bit of bread in my bread maker.
Yeah.
I've cleaned my UPVC outside, and I was absolutely
Shattered.
I thought a 10-ton truck had hit me.
Yeah.
And that is the gospel truth. And the pain is like, if I can explain it, I could imagine it to be like a body full of broken bones, even though I've never had a broken bone in my body before.
Yeah.
That's how I could imagine it to be.
That's when I came,
I
was it
felt
like that?
Yeah, I felt as if my ribs had been crushed, you know, through bending over to one side so much. My hip, I was beginning to think that was arthritis, but it's gone. There's no pain there, the sciatic pain's gone.
So do you think, in your, I mean both of you, I mean you've seen, you know each other, do you think this would help other people?
Definitely. If they want to get better, John, like I said to you, you'll do anything. When you've got pain, 24/7, you'll do anything. Like I said to you before, if somebody had told me to jump off the Humber Bridge, I would have done.
Yeah.
I would have been out of pain when I'd been dead, but there you go.
Can you wiggle your toes, Mark? You couldn't do that before, could
No,
you?
I couldn't. That's what I said to John. I couldn't do that before. I used to wiggle them and think they was going, but there wasn't.
Oh, right.
But they're both going now.
Well, I'll just say thank you very much for allowing me to film you as well.
Thank
You're very
you.
welcome. And hopefully there's disbelievers out there. Even when they see this, they'll claim you're an actress, and you know everybody's in on it. And
I'd be a rich woman if I was, wouldn't I?
You'd be very good at doing it.
I'd be a rich woman.
So I'll sign off on this one, and I'll visit you in a few days' time.
Lovely. Thank you very much. Look forward to seeing you.
You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Haven't we? We've tried everything, haven't we?
Everything.
We're back with Marion and Ted, and it's how many days now? About 3 or 4 days, isn't it?
It's 4 days.
4 days since you've had your first Shak therapy. And so, how are you feeling in yourself?
Absolutely brilliant. I've got better as the days have gone on.
Yeah, good.
But on Tuesday tea time, I was so excited. I was going to ring John up, but I'm glad I didn't because he's going it on camera now. I'd never used a knife and fork since just before my stroke.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't get hold of the fork properly.
Yeah.
And on Tuesday night, Ted did me a little bit of tea, didn't you, Ted? He's there, he'll tell you if I'm lying.
Yeah.
And I used a knife and fork for that. I couldn't believe
the first
I was
time
doing
in
it.
4
Even
years.
he couldn't believe it.
Oh, brilliant.
It was absolute. I was so fussy. Because, you know, like when Ted often takes me out for a bit of tea or something like that, you know, and it's embarrassing when you're using a fork all the time. And he says, slow down, but I can't wait to get my food out of the way so that people, I think people are looking at me, you know.
So you use a knife and fork all the time now?
Well, I've never tried it since, have I, Ted?
No,
but
she can.
I'm sure I can. But a friend gave me these, so at home I'm okay, but like, you know, if I go out,
Yeah.
I would have to take these with me to use it.
What's these? Oh, it's something Ted's getting?
Yeah, it's just...
Oh, I see, yeah, larger handle ones, yeah.
These are the ones with Dad's on it. But she could never put that in.
I couldn't, honestly, John, I could not do that. And I was, well, I offered it. No.
And you had no control over that arm the other day.
No, that would have been stuck in his...
But that is improving.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I'm just laughing because because of the improvement you've just showing is immense.
Yeah.
It's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah. It makes me feel a bit more human now.
Yeah, and you've been for long walks as well since we was saying around the shops.
Yeah.
But and show your feet. You got your shoes on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've got my shoes on.
Shoes
Show
on.
me toes.
And when I walk, now then, I notice this myself. When I walk, I'm not doing that anymore.
Flicking your leg.
No, my toes are bending as I walk.
So
you're
walking with yourself now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I'm holding my arm, but it's just.
Oh yeah, you'll get out of that habit. Yeah.
But I was walking through North Pine the other day. I said to Ted, I'm bending my toes when I walk. You see, I was keeping my foot straight when I walk.
Yeah.
But now my toes are
starting
starting
to
flex it. They're more flexible.
Yeah, we'll get more flexible as well as you go. Yeah.
That's it. I couldn't think of the word.
Don't worry, you are tired, don't forget. You've telling me before we even started talking. And
When
excited,
I
yeah.
talk about them,
So how do you feel, Ted? What's the difference?
Unbelievable.
Is it a good difference for you?
Oh, unbelievable, John.
That's all he's
Good.
said for 3 days. I can't believe it, man. I don't know what he's done, but he's done something.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is because it's.
But you
She was in the right state.
I get people on the internet writing who've never met me and saying it's a con, it's a phony, and people are actors and all
Send
this
them
sort
to
of
me.
stuff.
No.
Yeah.
No,
There's
no,
living
that's a
proof
far from
there.
it.
If anybody watches this, that's living proof.
Yeah.
Because
Well-
I've lived with it for 5 years.
I'd like to say,
5
we
years.
go to this well-being seminar, you know, John.
Yeah.
It's about people who need help, but
Yeah.
don't know where to go.
Yeah.
And it's not private help. It's run by the government, so it's a good thing. It's a really good
the
thing.
national health, they're going to roll it out.
Yeah.
You know, for people who's
Yeah.
bedridden.
I'd like to be part of something like that, but it's
have to
just
come
getting
with
your
us.
foot in the door, you
Come
know.
with us.
Yeah, that would do,
You're
yeah.
more than welcome. I
Because
mean,
we asked
how
the
can-
lady, didn't we?
yeah. She
And
wants
it says-
people to take it out there.
Yeah,
You know, like you go to people's houses
I
and
do,
I know
yeah.
you've had worse than I have. I know you
yeah,
have.
yeah,
And say, yeah, but John, I just wish I had blah, 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 blah.
yeah.
You're in a position then to tell them about this well-being.
Yeah.
I ain't got the letter, have I, Ted?
Oh, it's okay, alright, don't worry.
Well, we can get
I'll have a
in
look for it on the internet.
We can get in
And-
touch with
and
you.
the-
Yeah, yeah, you've got
Yeah,
the phone number.
The sponsor,
Yeah.
Joe Fitzgerald.
Yeah.
Follow Joe Fitzgerald.
Well, I hope you can understand that there are no actors involved. Now, what you've just seen with Marion is actually inside this book. There's 3 cases of different people that I've been to see. There's 3 of them inside the book. There's Maxine, there's Marion, and there's a man called Tony Bibby. Tony Bibby, he was part of a stroke forum, and the owner of the forum mentioned me to the group in the forum and said, oh, have you heard about this John Green? It sounds a bit too good to be true, and if it is too good to be true, then it must be too good to be true. I went to visit Tony Bibby. He phoned me up, I visited him, and we did the same again, the before and the after. And if you don't mind, I'd like to show you now my visit with Tony Bibby. I'd never met the man before. Lovely, lovely man. He had a problem. He used to be a bookworm, and he used to read quite a lot. And the problem after his stroke, which was very life-threatening, he was given weeks to live. His problem was he could read the first few lines of a book, but he couldn't remember them. And one of the things that he also couldn't do was the finger touching, and you'll find it quite funny after a few minutes of Shak therapy. You'll find something quite amusing. But the other thing was he couldn't walk unaided. He had a walking stick and walking very slow, and he couldn't stand on the spot. So please just watch this short video. This is Tony Bibby. He's in the book. It's also on a DVD download as well. So if you just watch this, and you'll understand a little bit more of how fast, how powerful Shak stroke therapy really is. No actors are involved, I promise you.
My name's Tony Bibby. I had a stroke in August 2006. I was given 3 days to live, and I was told when I came out the coma after 5.5 weeks that I was very unlikely to ever move my left arm or left leg again.
So you've done so far, you've managed to manoeuvre it a little bit, but it's not
I've proved
fully
them
functional.
wrong.
You have, well done.
I proved them wrong.
Well done.
I've got movement in my hand,
Yeah.
a small bout of movement.
So how many fingers can you touch with your
I
thumb?
can manage to touch 3.
Yeah. Can you do it for me?
It's the first,
Yeah.
the second, and just managing to get the 3rd.
Okay, lovely. Does it feel tight?
As I try to do it, my other hand tries to come.
Yeah, he's telling it what to do. It's saying like this, like this. Yeah.
That's right.
Excellent. So Tony, we're in Hull. Just for a lot of people that don't know this, have we ever met before?
No,
Today?
never met before. I telephoned you, having seen your programs on the internet.
Lovely. So, that being said, I mean his speech is okay. How's your mind in memory?
I used to own a company.
Yeah.
I no longer own a company, obviously, that's gone by the by. And I suppose I do feel a bit upset about that. But I'm not capable I can't read anymore. I used to be a bit of a bookworm. I used to love my archaeology and my history.
Can you describe why you can't read anymore?
If I read a first line, I start reading it, but by the time I get the first line finished, it starts becoming a bit foggy what I've actually been reading.
Memory-wise,
so
retention.
Memory-wise, I can't recall what I've been read. My daughter gave me a book to read, and I'm averaging 2 lines a day.
Lovely.
On the read.
Thank you very much. I'm going to stop the video now, because the next time we film will be after you've had Shak therapy.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, Tony.
Yeah.
You've had a very brief Shak experience. Can you describe how you're feeling since before and after?
I don't really know how to say it. I don't know how to feel it, but I want to stand up. I certainly didn't want to stand up before, but
You can stand up.
I can't really believe the way that it's making a difference. I don't know if I'm actually walking improving or not, but it makes me feel like I can stand up and move around.
And the thing with your fingers, what you couldn't do before?
I couldn't lift this leg up and do this. I certainly couldn't walk on the spot.
What about your left arm? How's that feel?
I'm touching the fingertips,
Which
and I've just managed to touch the 4th one, which I haven't been able to do even before the stroke.
Oh.
So I'm impressed with this, but
And before you said about reading as well, you couldn't
I've
absorb.
just read the first line on a page, and I can actually understand what I've just read.
Okay.
And I've never done that for 3 years.
Lovely. And am I okay to put this on the YouTube so that people
Yes,
can see it?
you can put my name on.
Thank you
can put
very much.
everything on with my permission.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks for letting me come to your house as well. It's lovely. Well, I hope you enjoyed the short video there with Tony, and as you can see, his life is improved immensely. I did go back and see Tony on another occasion. He didn't need any more follow-ups, just that one Shak therapy was all he needed. Same with Marion, one Shak. There are more videos. There's Angie, there's Maxine, there's Tony, there's Marion, there's people from there's videos all over YouTube, but I'm trying to home it in now and just getting focused on this. This is the new book that I've written. It explains everything about Shak stroke therapy. It explains how I personally do a Shak therapy on people. So there's the full how-to inside this book. The video, the DVD download, is also a how-to, and it's got examples, and then it's got it's me doing an intro, then there's the actual Shak therapy itself, how to do a Shak therapy, and at the end there is me doing one Shak therapy from beginning to end. You'll see a familiar face. It's Angie again, but this time this is after probably a 3rd or 4th stroke. She had 8 strokes in total, and the last one was very, very life-threatening. It was really bad, to the point she couldn't walk, couldn't talk, and I did a Shak therapy on her, and it lasted less than 15 minutes, and she was walking, talking. There's a story inside the book about that. You'll understand why I'm not talking about it now. I don't want to spoil the book for you, but there's quite a lot in the book about Shak therapy, how fast it works. If you are a hypnotherapist, if you're a clinical therapist, and if it's something you would like to add as part of your repertoire, this is an ideal thing to get. Now you can get the download DVD straight into your email box, and you can start watching everything that I teach and how I do Shak stroke therapy. It helps people immensely. So click the box below, I'll stop talking and I'm going to disappear. Thank you very much for watching as far as this, and as we get more case studies, please keep replying and send me more emails. I'd love to get testimonials. I've got a lot of great fantastic testimonials. I'll try and put them up here on the screen as I'm talking, and just look and see how real this is. It's not a case of if it looks too good to be true, it must be too good to be true. This really is genuine. It blows me away every time I do a Shak therapy on someone and I see the speed that they recover before my very eyes. People describe it as watching a miracle. It is fast, it's very fast, and some people it shows an improvement, which is what we're looking for, and we do a few more therapies. On other people, depending on the damage, and the lack of damage, or depending on each person is unique. But other people completely recover before your very eyes. They stand up walking around. One lady, for 7 years prior, she had a massive aneurysm giving birth to a child. 7 years prior. And I was asked by one of the people in this book if I would go and see her. It was her sister. And I said, yeah. And she said, can you help her? I have no idea. I don't know. Now, when I went to see this lady, she was, her left arm and left leg was practically in a fetal position, like this. She'd been self-harming, cigarette burns all over her arm. And she was drinking tea through a straw, and she couldn't talk. She couldn't move her tongue properly. And at the time when I went, there was 2 ladies from a local spiritualist church who apparently went down to do regular healing on her, and which was nice. And her sister, who took me there, and the sister's partner, the 2 ladies from the spiritualist church, the mother, who was a carer as well, was all there at the house. And I just turned around to the mother and I said, what letter comes after S in the alphabet? She said T. And I said, yes, I'd love one, thank you very much. And I watched the lady in question, so doesn't want to be named. I watched the lady in question, and she laughed. She was like this, and went, That's all I needed to know. She was in there, she just wanted to come out. So before I'd finished my cup of tea, halfway down the cup of tea, before I'd finished my cup of tea, that lady, for the first time in 7 years, got up out of the chair, was talking absolutely fine. Her mother was crying, the sister was crying, the 2 ladies from the spiritualist church was like, gobsmacked. I was gobsmacked because I'd never done one as bad as that before. I didn't know if it was going to work. And the lady, even though she had a lot of wasted muscle tissue, 7 years, was dragging herself, her leg, her arm, and she went into the bedroom, came back out fully dressed herself for the first time in 7 years. And the follow-on to that was 3 or 4 weeks later, I got a phone call, can you come and meet my son, the 7-year-old. All he can picture is a man with a beard and a white robe. And so I went down, I met them at a bar actually, it was the sister's bar, met them there. Now the lady who was sat in the fetal position was stood there upright in a denim jacket, denim jeans, looking proud. Her husband was absolutely over the moon. He shook me and gave me a hug, and the little boy run at me, put his arms around my waist, and he looked at me and he said, thank you for giving me my mummy back. Now that made all this worthwhile. I'm not going to stop. There's doubters out there, there's naysayers, there's internet trolls. You're all the same, the internet trolls. you jump on this little bandwagon, you start calling it all bull and all the rest of the derogatory names. Please just go in and leave the normal people alone. Leave people who want to genuinely get involved in this, and leave them, just the trolls, just go troll somebody else. Get a job on a trawler. You know, if you want to be a troll, then just leave us alone. But genuine people, people who had a stroke and they want to learn how to recover faster, this book will help you. Believe you me, it does help. There is also an audio. The audio I made as a result of an email from a client who had the video and said, is there anything else that could really speed up while she's laid down in bed? So I thought, right, I made an audio, she put it on, and you can see the email regarding that particular audio, the testimonial regarding that audio, and the lovely things that this person wrote about his partner. So again, I'm going on and on and on. I can talk until the cows come home. I do apologise. So click down below and please get the book, get the DVD, get the download, and get the audio if you want as well. My name's John Wilson Green. This is real. It's not pie in the sky. There's no actors involved. Everything that I've spoken about has happened right before my very eyes. I have personally done Shak therapy on many people, and the recovery, the speed that I watched them before my very eyes is phenomenal. 92-year-old lady sat on a chair. Her son asked me if I'd go see him, and I'd see the lady. I spoke to the lady. She didn't want me there, but her son wanted me to go as his guest, and I spoke to the lady. But within 20 minutes, this lady stood and held her Zimmer frame and walked in a straight line towards the kitchen to make me a cup of tea. And her son looked at me and said, that's the first time she's done that in about a year. Now that was nice, and I wasn't actually doing a part of the Shak therapy that involves touch. I wasn't even doing that part. So it is phenomenal. And once you get inside that subconscious, it triggers it off. It'll start to find new neural pathways, and once it does that, there's no stopping you. So please, the book, get the video, get the DVD, I say, get the DVD, get the book, get the audio. I'm talking too much. Bye bye for now. Click the button. Bye bye.